Hi guys, it's Matthew here. Welcome back to another video on my channel today. Today in this episode, guys, I am giving you guys my bottom 5 Pixar movies, as a matter of fact. Yesterday I did put out a video of my top 5 Pixar movies, as a matter of fact, and I'm really excited to share my bottom picks as well, even though you guys probably don't want to hear them, but I always do the positives and I always do the negatives here on the channel. So that is what I'm going to be doing for you guys today here in this video, as a matter of fact. But before I do that, guys, be sure you like, comment, and subscribe and share this video with your friends, because that'd really help out my channel greatly. And also, guys, those of you guys that are new to the channel, I do more than just movies and physical media related content. I also do Lego related stuff, and I play video games. I do all sorts of stuff like that here on the channel. So if that kind of stuff is your speed to watch on YouTube, guys, please make sure you go watch a couple of my other videos. Give a couple of my other videos a chance, guys. And if you do end up liking this channel, guys, please make sure you give this video a big, huge thumbs up, leave a like and a comment, and be sure you hit that red subscribe button, but most importantly, press that notification bell so you don't miss anything in the future. And those of you guys that are not new to the channel, if you haven't subscribed already, please make sure you go subscribe right after this video, guys. Without any further ado, guys, enjoy the video. Let's get started. Okay, so truthfully, there's only 4 Pixar movies that I truly don't particularly care for. So the number 5 pick I have on this list, I still think it's a good movie, but you guys are not gonna like it that I have it this low on my list, and this is gonna become an argument and have a lot of controversy because a lot of people like this. A lot of people like this movie. Okay, coming in at number 5. Hear me out. Toy Story 3. So now, I know for some reason people really like this movie, and particularly I like it too. Like I said, this is the only good movie on this list, in my opinion, because there's only 4 Pixar movies I don't care for at all. But Toy Story 3, this actually continues to be a lot lower on my list and my least favorite out of the Toy Story movies, because it's so weird and different compared to the other movies. It has grown on me a little bit, I will say, because I do like our main villains in here. We got Lotso and all of like the side characters, like the octopus. Yeah, like all of the villains in this movie are good, but this whole movie in general, like, doesn't really make me like wanna say, oh yeah, this is the best out of the Toy Story movies, because the concept is just weird in my opinion. But personally, this is my list and this is my opinion on the movie. I still think this is this is an okay to a good movie, but it's not like at the top of my list though. But yes, I still enjoy this movie for what it is though. Alright, so now getting into the ones I truly don't particularly care for. So coming at number 4 now is going to be WALL-E. So now WALL-E is another is one of these examples of a movie, either you like it or you hate it. And personally, that's the case with some movies like Dodgeball or Zoolander or The Anchorman. stuff like that. And like stuff like that, you either like it or you hate it. But personally, I actually grew up watching a lot of Disney movies in my household. But the household I grew up in never particularly liked Wally, and so I never fully sat down and watched it when I was younger, but I watched it all the way through um a little a little while ago. It wasn't that long ago, but I watched it and I'm all like, I don't get this movie at all. Like I get it. It's an apocalyptic world that these characters live in, but I never got the whole entire concept of this movie because it's just weird. I don't mind the Wally character and I don't mind Eve. I don't mind Eve either. So yeah, the two main characters that are developed in this movie I think are pretty good, but in my opinion, I just don't particularly care for it because I didn't really understand this movie that well at all. And personally, I actually never met anybody that didn't understand what this movie was about. Like I've heard some people say that they like it and it's one of the best Pixar movies, and I've also heard some people say they just think it's dumb. But personally, I don't think it's dumb or a bad movie. It's just a meh movie in my opinion. And like I said, I don't particularly care for it because this is one I didn't really grew up watching. And then when I finally sat down and watched the whole thing, I didn't really understand it that well. Number three is going to be Luca. So now, the the this is one of the previous Pixar movies before Lightyear, but before Lightyear even came out. And personally, I did not like this movie at all whatsoever. So now we're getting from the meh to the bad now. Just FYI. So now for Luca, I did not particularly care for this movie at all. Like the humor in this movie I think is pretty lame. This the whole story to this movie just doesn't thrill me at all. My community transition program teacher, he loves this movie and he told me his son does too. And this movie in particular, it just doesn't come near to the hype of all the other Pixar movies that have been put out. And yeah, this movie just doesn't hype me. This movie is not funny at all. Like usually when you have a Pixar movie, you usually have like a little bit of comedy somewhere put into this. And this movie just didn't make me laugh, and the whole ending to this movie and the whole movie in general just didn't really satisfy me that much. I mean, I like the whole concept when they go into the water, they're sea creatures, and then when they come back up to land, they're humans. I liked that whole concept, but other than that, I don't really like this movie that much at all. Coming at number two is going to be Turning Red, the last movie before Lightyear came out. Why did they make this movie? Why on earth did they make this movie? Why on earth did they even bother to make this movie? This movie is annoying, if you were to ask me. and the whole character development to this movie wasn't that great either, if you were to ask me. Like this feels like a movie that a 6 to 10 year old girl would watch on repeat because of how silly and ridiculous and girly it is. This movie soundtrack is also terrible as well, and I'm trying not to be too harsh on this movie because I know some of you guys out there really liked this movie, but I'm giving you guys my honest opinion. No matter how brutal it is, this is my opinion. And the truth is, I don't care for the soundtrack that this movie has. The characters in this movie are just the character development in this movie just doesn't really get to me at all. Yeah, I the humor in this movie is just weird. It's just so ridiculous. And to be honest, I only saw this movie that one time, and and it got irritating for me, and I haven't watched it since because of how bad I thought this movie was. And this movie, I'm glad it didn't go to theaters when it came out. I'm glad it just went straight to Disney Plus because it was terrible. All right. Last movie on this list, coming in number 1, is Soul. So now, during COVID time, the movies that we have were Soul, Turning Red, and Luca. So those were the 3 movies that they did. No, it was after Onward because Toy Story 4 came out before Onward. So those were the 3 Pixar movies that they did after Onward and before Lightyear. So those were the 3 movies that came out in between those 2 movies as well. And I did not care for either of the 3 of these movies because like I said, the same issue I have with Soul is the same issue that I have with Luca and Turning Red. The storyline is not very good. The character development is weird. The characters aren't well developed either. Why would the character development be bad? And yeah, basically like everything about these 3 movies and are just bad in my opinion. And the reason why this movie is number 1 on this list is because I only watched like the first 30 minutes of it, and I got it. The guy died, and then he fell into a sewer, and then he goes to like this sci-fi heaven place. This movie, and yeah, that was just the whole story. There wasn't anything else to do in this movie. Like, this would have probably worked as a short film. This would probably worked as a short film better than like a full movie because, in my opinion, this movie was pretty lackluster compared to Turning Red and Luca because this didn't feel like they had a whole movie's worth of story to tell. So they it just felt like they didn't have a whole movie's worth of story to tell, and that made this movie so lackluster. They could have just made it into a short if they wanted to make it so bad. And yeah, there's nothing that makes me laugh or excite me about this movie because That's how bad I think this movie is. And this movie is definitely the worst Pixar movie, and I don't know if this pick will ever change, but at the very least, this will probably be my least favorite Pixar movie for a while, though. So yeah, guys, those are my top 5 picks for the worst Pixar movies and my bottom tier Pixar movies. As a matter of fact, let me know down in the comment section down below, guys. What are your top 5 worst Pixar movies? As a matter of fact, and let's try to be polite about it. These are just my opinions, and you guys are also allowed to have your opinions as well. As a matter of fact, but without any further ado, guys, be sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video with your friends, because that'd really help out my channel greatly. And also, guys, those of you guys that are new to the channel, I do more than just movies and physical media related content. I also do Lego related stuff, and I play video games. I do all sorts of stuff like that here on the channel. So if that kind of stuff is your speed to watch on YouTube, guys, please make sure you go watch a couple of my other videos. Give a couple of my other videos a chance, guys. And if you do end up liking this channel, guys, please make sure you click that red subscribe button, but most importantly, press that notification bell so you don't miss anything in the future. And those of you guys that are not new to the channel, if you haven't subscribed already, please make sure you go subscribe right after this video, guys. Without any further ado, guys, I'm going to go bring you back to more videos, because more videos are on the way sooner rather than later, as a matter of fact. So be sure you take care of yourselves, drink water, and stay safe, and I will see you all in the very next video. Bye.